Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Hand it off. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Sanders. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
They'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Going for his running back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and get him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Caught near the sticks. It's Richardson. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The sure hands. It's Richardson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Horned Frogs have 1st and 10 here. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second and goal for the offense. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line. They get closer, but now they line up on 3rd and goal from the 1. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, got to come away here with a touchdown.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? can't get the play off in time, it'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. Well, it cost the offense 5. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And this one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back. It's Sanders. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick.
And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. To throw, it's Hoover. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. With the catch, it's Williams. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And the Horned Frogs churn out another first down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The Horned Frogs line it up with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just...
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT puts them up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Bringing pressure. Breaking free at the 35. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Back to pass. It's Sanders. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback. And he uses his legs to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, they'll
real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. there's the handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Buffaloes will look to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's looking to scramble. And moves the ball to the 35. Another 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Sanders. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
The Buffaloes looking to cash in this red zone trip. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. He stopped him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Right down the middle. And we're all tied up now. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. He scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking for the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Colorado.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, And then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25. But what a play for this defense. Rush set it down for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass rush closing in. He's going to pull it down and run. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To throw, it's Sanders. He finds the running back in the flat. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense.
How he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffs. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before they even get to the locker rooms.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this 1st down play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Launching downfield. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback reading his eyes and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with a ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Horned Frogs looking to run some tempo here.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
That's caught. It's Williams. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Looking to throw it on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
To the air, it's Hoover. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The O-line still keeping him protected. Breaks free. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball,
and he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
No problem. Knocks it right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's good for a first down near the 40.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't you, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Buffaloes pick up enough to get a first down there. to the air. It's Sanders. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Second down after that previous play. The shotgun handoff here. The freshman brings him down quickly. An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Running with purpose. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you go get a touchdown.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Colorado. And this one is getting ugly. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Quick throw to the left side, and he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Cook. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, It's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to pass. It's Hoover. He'll take a deep shot here. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way, can they catch him? He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
This time, a completion. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. The Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And this one is caught. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And the running play gets stuffed. They're going to mark him right at the 1.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. This should be the last play of the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. The throw. It's Sanders. Looking right. This one caught. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here. Second down after that run on the previous play.
quarterback. Pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Buffaloes will line up on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can.
Touchdown, Buffs. To stretch the lead, the route is on. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. TCU offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
The completion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. And the Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Back to throw, it's Hoover. looking for 6. And that one is incomplete in the end zone.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up. And you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at their play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
And they stopped him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. No gain there. Oh, he spotted it to 2 again.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Launching one to the end zone. Pass is broken up. A turnover on downs. What a stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Powers through.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. They've been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Kick it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the TCU offense takes the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Punt over the middle. It's Williams.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still.
Got him. He's sacked.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. He just goes down.